Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We start the new week and Bitcoin continues to hold above this CME gap that we talked about in previous updates, but one more low remains likely actually until we get a proper 5-wave move to the upside from that swing low that formed a few days ago, last week basically. So pretty much a week ago on Tuesday, I think it was. The price closed that CME gap exactly here around 70, here at 76,500, and it's fully closed. And it is possible that the price is now on its way higher. Not really convinced yet, but this is the area from where we are watching for upside reversals to occur. Now, a few indicators I'm watching this week. First of all, watching these trend lines here, especially here, this lower trend line with 3 touch points could be interesting for an upside breakout. And this is especially interesting because the the trend line isn't so steep. So these are normally better signals. If the trend line is more like 45 degrees, 45-degree angle, a breakout is less often a fake out. Doesn't really remove the risk that it's a fake out, but definitely an interesting trend line, especially given that we have 3 touch points. So this is what I'm watching. I'm also watching 75,340 support. If the price forms another low, it could dip to that level, maybe even 69K. We talked in previous updates also about the daily relative strength index. The bullish divergence is still holding, but we haven't got a confirmed low in place as such. So while we have a bullish divergence and it's printing higher lows on the indicator, while we have a lower low on the price chart, the structure on the micro level isn't too convincing. What I like though is that now for the 3rd day in a row, we actually have a bullish momentum increase on the MACD. Yeah, okay, let's see if the daily candle closes positive as well. But for now, this does look interesting. We had this bullish cross, we talked about it. We also had a bullish divergence on the daily MACD. So things are lining up. And expectations are for the price rather sooner than later to probably rally towards that resistance area around 90K, 94K. But first of all, we need to understand if the price has really bottomed or if there's a confirmation. Is the risk for another low still high? And I would say yes. But even if we get another low on the micro level, I would still see this as a bottoming area here. Okay, that's why, I can't confirm a low yet, but I'm watching for a low to form in this region. The structure from the low is just not very convincing yet. But in this area here, I'd rather be a buyer than a seller. Again, one more low, I would probably use that myself to add. Now, let's take a look at the smaller time frame. Before we do that, let us know on X your opinion about charts. We've asked you here in our coffee session about your opinion for certain charts. Just ask, what is your favorite coin? What do you want to see analyzed today? We might do it here on X live, or we might do it in one of the next YouTube videos. Which one do you want me to analyze today? Let us know, and you'll find a link to our X profile in the description. Also, you find additional updates here. Lots of mindset stuff as well, opinions, and engage with the discussion. We invite you to engage with the MCO community here on X. Check it out. So that keeps it a little bit alive, where I see on YouTube it's all very passive. So looking at the shorter time frame, then you can see that the price is still holding micro support, which I shared yesterday. Now, you might recall that Bitcoin broke previous micro support. I think it was, I can't remember which one it was. Let me just... or was it 82,580 or something? Yeah, I think it was the 50% retracement. So 2 things about that. So on Friday, Saturday, we were watching this support level here around 82,580. And this was because was it that one? Let me think. I think it was, yeah. This was relevant for an impulse, okay, which I made clear in the video. So that was support for a direct upside continuation in an unfolding impulse within a 3rd wave. So the price is broken below that. That indicates the move to the upside is not impulsive, not in an unfolding 3rd wave rally to the upside. But of course, just a break below upper micro support does not invalidate further upside, right? That's why I've got the red line on the chart. This would really be an invalidation, because as long as we're holding this swing low from the 13th of March, other configurations are possible. However, the most direct and most promising move to the upside, which could have happened, which would have indicated strength. That was an impulse, and that was invalidated. Well, it wasn't technically invalidated, but it became very, 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 very unlikely. So it's sort of, yeah, it's not one scenario I would prefer. However, of course, this could still be a diagonal pattern. So we've adjusted support to reflect that. Price reacted already to that support area, and now this week we have to see if the price can basically use this support zone as a jump-off point to start a C-wave rally to the upside, which should still take the price to round about 90K. That hasn't changed, okay? But obviously, this again needs to prove itself, because the immediate bullish scenario, the possibility the price had to take the direct route, it didn't take it. So it indicates some weakness, or at least indecision. Now 81,056 is the next sort of Fibonacci support that really matters. Below that level, we've got the red line as structural support and invalidation point at 79,976. But the diagonal pattern is possible, but diagonals are never reliable patterns. Still, though, that support area is still holding, but also resistance. So Bitcoin remains in support and in resistance, or above support and below resistance, and still hasn't made a decision. It just slightly widened the local range here by breaking below previous micro support, but then it found immediately support in the next micro support, or Fibonacci zone, I should rather say. Okay, so pay attention to these levels on Monday, Tuesday here. 81,056, 85,474 are the key levels here to watch. And any break above resistance would more clearly shift the focus to the yellow scenario. That hasn't changed, that statement. So analysis remains very consistent with previous updates. We still need 5 waves up to confirm a substantial low has formed. But then we might already be at around 92K. So again, that's why I said to you earlier, I personally would rather be a buyer in this current area than a seller, because it, to confirm something here in this environment, it takes a while. But early confirmation will be a break above resistance, that the yellow scenario will take the lead. Okay. Now in the white scenario, it might have topped already in the wave 4, but as I said to you yesterday in the video, another rally into resistance can of course not be ruled out, especially as long as we're holding Fibonacci support. So this wave 4 might still extend. Only a break below 81,056 would tell us more clearly that the bears are taken over again. Okay, so this is just micro levels. They haven't changed since yesterday. So yeah, hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And for some quick updates, yeah, head over to X, join us there for discussions and chart analysis and much more. Hope you liked the update. Have a great start of the day. Bye bye.